due to climate change, due to an increase of 1.5 degrees, we are going to have a lot of economic disasters and social disasters.
More than 1.5 degrees is too much for the coral reef.
Because you know that we're here now at COP15 and they're not even trying for 1.5 degrees. They're only trying for 2 degrees at the maximum, and they're not going to get that. So that basically means, I think, as the deal stands at the moment, the coral reefs are going to all die.
That could be the result if we follow the newest results of the scientists, yes.
Wow.
Hi, yeah, I've been working here in the Red Sea for 5 years. So things are changing, and if we don't do something about it soon, this little guy's not going to have anywhere to live.
I mean, there's a fundamental conundrum here, though, which is if the coral reef dies, then your business is, over. The tourists won't come. But if the tourists keep coming, then they're going to kill the coral reef via the flights. So there's not an easy solution, is there?
The coral reef is not only the base for the tourism industry, it's also the base for feeding a lot of people in all over the world. This message is especially going here from Egypt to Copenhagen to decide to be under 2 degrees, under 1.5 degrees, that will save the reef.
Yeah, if they commit us to over 1.5 degrees, that's going to basically kill all the rest of the coral.
Yes.
So, as we just heard then, if we commit to a 1.5 degree temperature rise, we will lose all the coral reef. And so clearly we don't want to do that because that would be very, very bad. And I'll just give you the update on the current state of the deal, which is supposed to be finished now, but it's not finished. We're all still negotiating. We want to not be above 1.5. If there was no deal at all, it would be 4.8. And to cut a long story short, it hasn't moved at all. We're still on 3.9, which is all the coral reefs gone, and all the forests gone too, I'm afraid, Danilo. And if anybody was watching this show a few days ago, we had Johan Hari on, who was explaining about the loopholes, which mean that even these commitments, which are only being 4.8 to 3.9, a tiny little difference, all the loopholes mean anyway, all the different get-out clauses, that it's effectively no deal at all. Cheers, Tom. You're now going to be my lovely assistant. You'll continue to be my lovely assistant, if you wouldn't mind. Try that, Mike. It might work. Because what we're going to do now is we're going to get some of the world leaders who are all standing around this, they're all standing around the cameras here, and we're going to get them to bet their life on the chance that they are giving us, humanity, to avoid runaway climate change. Now, it sounds like a complicated concept, but with these tomatoes and these plastic cups, we are going to make it extremely straightforward. And I'm sorry about the plastic cups. We did try reasonably hard not to have plastic cups. So, Tom.
Yes.
The first people we're going to have is the EU.
Okay.
So the EU, they are saying a 20 to 30% cut in emissions by 2020, based on 1990 levels.
Right.
Okay.
How many cups do you want, love?
I want 2 cups, please. 1 tomato.
Okay.
And so if all the rich countries of the world would cut their emissions by what the EU is arguing for, i.e. 20 to 30% by 2020, that would give us a 50-50 chance, the famous coin flip chance of not hitting 2 degrees. 2 degrees where we enter runaway is basically over for life on Earth. A 50-50 chance, a coin flip. Now, where is Sarkozy? Oh no, Sarkozy's unfortunately gone. But Rob the sound man. Which country are you from?
I'm from Holland.
Okay, well you're representing the EU. Why is there no tomato?
What?
There's no tomato. Get it back.
Oh my God.
There you go. Okay, you are representing all the EU. I have no idea what Netherlands' particular position is, but never mind, you're representing all the EU. So basically, what I want you to do is to pick up one of these cups, which is representing the 50-50 chance. If you choose the tomato, you have saved all of the world, all of humanity, and all the species, because we have kept temperature under 2 degrees.
What a responsibility.
If you fail to get a tomato, everybody you know, everybody you love, all of the human achievements and lots of the other species are going to die, probably horribly. Okay? So, pick a cup. Tomato, we all live. No tomato, everybody dies. except it's probably the next generation that dies. But anyway, we all die! The EU!
What's the chance of that happening twice, all right?
So unfortunately, the EU failed, 50-50 chance, and we all died. But never fear, because we've got the UK's position coming up next. For this, we need, I've forgotten how many cups. Do you remember how many cups?
It was 20?
Lizzie? No, it's not 1 and 2. 6 out of 10, thank you. So the UK, as we can see from the coin flip, they are slightly above the coin flip chance, slightly above 50-50, because we are saying a 34% cut. Or, even better, if lots of other countries cut too, we will go as far as a 43% cut by 2020, which is really quite good. And if all the rich countries went for the same as the UK, that would give us a 6 out of 10 chance, roughly. Can I just say at this point, before you all write in, that we did speak to our friends at the Met Office today, and they have helped us with their figures, with our figures, but they did want me to say that clearly this is not an exact science, this is one of the problems, and we're slightly simplifying things here, but the basic principle is roughly right.
They use apples
yeah.
when they do the exact science.
Good, I think that was 6.
Okay. Well,
you're a beautiful assistant, but you're not, basic maths is lacking. Okay, now who is from the UK? Ed Miliband, could you come in? Oh, Ed Miliband, you're not here. Who are you and which country are you from?
I'm Rhiannon and I'm from the UK, from England.
I know that because I work with you. So Rhiannon, you have got a 6 out of 10 chance of saving all of humanity, not entering runaway climate change. If you pick a tomato, we're all saved. If you pick no tomato, we all die. Although in reality, it's probably not us that's actually going to die, but lots of people in the developing countries are, and our children and grandchildren. So, in other words, you're trying to get a tomato. Ready for it? How's the responsibility?
You know, quite a bit of pressure.
Okay.
We'll see.
Here we go. UK, are they going to save the world or not? Save the world! Thank God for that. The UK has saved the world. Right, next. Okay, before we are representing Australia and New Zealand, we're going to have Africa. Now, could you ask those gentlemen over there whether they happen to be from an African nation? Film, can you film? Done. It's very easy, it won't hurt. 1 second, less than 1 second. It's less than 1 second. Which country, Lizzie? Nigeria. From Nigeria, okay. So basically, thank you so much. You actually don't have to do anything, as you're about to find out. Okay. With Africa, the reality is that Africa produces so few emissions that whatever you do in terms of emission cuts, it doesn't make any difference. So you don't have to make a choice. Thank you very much. See you later. That was supposed to be Kenya, but the Kenyan woman had to go and hear the Obama speech. I'm not sure whether that's true about Africa, the whole emissions, but I did know it was true for Kenya. So, Maldives. We're going to have a slightly more optimistic thing now. 20 cups, please. Yes. The Maldives, everybody's favourite country, and the Maldives are saying that they will go carbon neutral in 10 years. And so, if all of the rich countries of the world did that, went carbon neutral in 10 years, which we all understand, you're going to have to speed up here, Tom, which we all understand is fairly unlikely that the UK and America and stuff like that would cut its emissions to 0 within 10 years. But just say, for example, that they did. Okay. You need 19 tomatoes under them, my friends. But tell you what, let's do it the other way around. Let's just do the one. This is going backwards. Now, who's from the Maldives here? Anybody? Lizzie, I believe you're from the Maldives. Okay, so we've swapped now.
Okay.
If you do pick a tomato, we all die.
Okay.
If you don't pick a tomato, we're all saved. We don't enter runaway climate change.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
Name me one fact about the Maldives. You live there?
Yes, well, it's the first country to go carbon neutral.
Good one, climate change related. Okay, Lizzie, pick a cup. Maldives, pick. Yay! We're all saved. No runaway climate change if all the countries of the world went with the Maldives. We're now going to see a video, I hope. Are we going to see a video? Of some of the problems that the really great countries like the Maldives, which are trying to, it's not Nasheed we want to see. We want to see Dan and Mark. Nope, we can't see that. Can we see Nasheed, rock and roll hero? Great. Let's see a video about the president of the Maldives, Mohammed Nasheed.
Hello, my name is Mohammed Nasheed, and I am the president of the Maldives. The